Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Mystics Outlook. Joined as always, we got Raymond Lyons, Cardell Dudley Jr., Wilson Tarpey Jr. As always, uh, we have someone on site at the Entertainment Sports Arena. The Mystics held off the Minnesota Lynx, 85-81. Cardell, let you go up first since you were there. Just your initial thoughts on the game.
I think once Washington, once they control the pace after the rocky start, the sloppy start, I'll say that with the turnovers and just mental lapses and whatnot. Once they settled in and controlled the pace, I just felt like they controlled the game from there on out. They really didn't give the Lynx any life. They held Sylvia fell down, and like I said, the pace going up and down. Look, she has the size advantage over Tina in the half court, but Tina has the advantage with the game, and that's what they try to utilize, and it worked. Fees didn't really get going until the second half. So for me, Washington just executed. Cloud. I think this was our best game of the season so far. When we say be aggressive, for people watching, we're not saying go out there and get 30. I mean, if you got it going, go ahead and get it. You know what I mean? But be aggressive where the defense have to get defensively, and that's what they had to do. She hit a couple shots early. That changed the whole game. They had a guard out to 3-point range, and she finished with 11 points, 8 6 steals. You know what I'm saying? 3 of 8, but she missed bunnies later on. But for the most part, through the first half, she was 3 of 6. And that was all she wrote. And then in the second half, Atkins came back in on Sasha. He wanted to work. Maisha Hines Allen. I love the chemistry that's building with Hines Allen and Tina Charles. That they like you really don't have a night off if you're an opposing big. You both are. I know Maisha's a little bit more on the side since Charles 6'4", Maisha 6'2", but they both main. They throw their weight around, so they play much bigger than what they are. So that's an added weapon, man. You know what I'm saying? She's a little bit more versatile than Tina. The ball handling being up to, like Tiball keeps saying, she has a Draymond Green type skill set. You know what I mean? So it complements what Tina does perfectly. And I just feel like that they controlled the game, and once they got on top, it was just about executing offensively, knocking down shots, and Minnesota didn't really have an answer. I know they made a late run, kind of Messi started getting lax, thinking they had the thing in hand, but for the most part of the game, the Messi's thoroughly outplayed them.
All right, Ray, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, man, I love the budding chemistry between Tina Charles and Aisha Hines Allen. Like I feel like they complement each other perfectly, and then they're figuring each other out, they're getting used to each other and learning how to play together. So that's going to be tough for any team to deal with. Like Cardell brought up, we've been talking about Tasha Cloud kind of being more aggressive, and then she did that this game. And it just makes everything easier for everybody else. When she kind of pushes the pace and does her thing. When I know we keep referring back to the championship run a couple years ago, but that's what she did then. And of course it was a completely different team, but she still has to bring the same attributes she brought then to this team as well because they can benefit from it. Um, Atkins woke up in the second half. She's been putting together some really good performances lately. And the more consistent she is, just the more dangerous this team is going to be altogether. The bench, they didn't get much from the bench today. Just 5 points, 2 from Plaisance and 3 from Kiara Leslie. Leilani Mitchell, she had appeared to be kind of slowly getting out of her slump, but had a rough one today. She played 20 minutes and didn't score. She had 2 assists and a rebound and steal, but as the season moves on, they're going to need her contribution. She's a threat from the outside. She just got to get the ball in the basket. But yeah, man, again, Cardell brought up the pace that Washington likes to play. Once they're able to establish that, they're hell to deal with for any team. Once they get into the flow of things and how they like to play, because they're used to it. That's what they do. They have the personnel to play at a high level doing that. So yeah, if they're ever in a situation where they can kind of dictate how things go, they got a puncher's chance against any team in the league. But yeah, man, we've been saying they need to string together some wins. They got 2 winnable games this week. They knocked the first one out, and they got to handle business Thursday. So they got to start making up some ground because things will creep up on you quick. Wilson, you talked about it in on the focus tonight. That Olympic break is fast approaching, and it could be a blessing or a curse, man. But you don't want to go into that thing slumping, But yeah, man, they look like they're on the upswing. They played a competitive game against the Aces, which is one of the best teams in the league. Although they weren't able to get the win, the other day. Then they came out tonight, got a win against a good Minnesota team. So yeah, man, things are they're slowly trending upward for the Mystics. So hopefully they can just keep their foot on the gas and keep putting together consistent performances.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to add. I think you guys really covered it all. Now it's just about being consistent. And obviously, this definitely goes for Natasha. Shout out to her for, I think, reaching 1,000 career points tonight. So congratulations, that milestone. But 6 steals on the defensive end, what she brings to the table, like you guys mentioned. She just has to continue to be aggressive and take advantage of these driving lanes. With Tina and Maisha, they really stress out defenses. And I know you guys mentioned their chemistry. I like their chemistry on both ends of the floor, too. Because it's two folks that they can deal with. They're two physical beings, have no problem, no issues rebounding, and both can run the floor really well. It makes it easy for guards. It's just about stacking big performances. Like Ray, you mentioned with Vegas, took care, did a couple things better. You win that game. That said, like Cardell mentioned, got a little last night. Important thing is to close it out because it would have hurt if you didn't close this one out after doing well, after putting yourself in position to win it. So they got a big one on Thursday. Y'all have anything to add going into before we close this one out?
Yeah, turnovers. That was huge. Like I said, Mystics got off to a sloppy start. They had 4 quick turnovers, but they slowed down. Finished with 12. They turned Minnesota over 21 times. Really getting in the passing lane. Just being long and just being active, keeping your hands up. Simple, basic, fundamental basketball. Keeping your hands up. You'd be surprised. Sometimes the pass hits you right in the hands of the left, and they were off to the races. So, I mean, just looking real quick at, we know Tasha has 6. Uh, she has 6 by herself, just getting a passing lane. But every player that played today had a steal outside of McCall. So that means they were active, and that's why it was hard for Minnesota to get back in game till late when, the Mets kind of let their football gas and ahead of game 1. So, they making that activity defensively, they'll be fine.
Ray, you had anything else you wanted to add?
You on mute, man.
Oh,
You good.
no, it's all good. Ray, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Oh no, I'm good.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. As always, get over to oozandoz.com. Always got something fun in terms of specials each and every day. Again, it's oozandoz.com. And don't forget to get over to thefocustv.com. Feels great to say that. Focustv.com. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys very, very soon.